Walt Disney Company is preparing for an AI war that could stretch on for many years and possibly more. Business Insider has this by Lauren Edmonds. Lawsuits or billion-dollar deals, how Disney picks its AI copyright battles. That's right, Mickey Mouse. There's going to be a big battle, and Beijing is going to be involved. Let's talk about it. Disney's IP is under siege by the AI industry's ask for forgiveness, not permissions culture. Disney sends a cease and desist to ByteDance, saying it hijacked its characters with Seedance 2.0. Have you all seen these new videos of Seedance 2.0, Tom Cruise versus Brad Pitt and Captain America versus Luke Skywalker? Very impressive stuff, but seems like Hollywood is freaking out about it. When OpenAI's Sora was used to create Disney characters, however, the House of Mouse struck a deal. It says, no, Disney did not release footage of a never-before-seen fight sequence between Marvel's Wolverine and Thanos. That clip, which has amassed over 142,000 views on X over just 48 hours, was created using Seedance 2, an AI video gen model that ByteDance debuted last week. The tool created a buzz on social media where one user made a hyper-realistic AI video of Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt fighting, and I'm going to clarify this because they worded this so poorly that one must wonder about them. They're fighting over the top of a perhaps deceased Upstein. Maybe he's just taking a nap, I don't know. ByteDance's decision to let users create content based on Disney's IP without permission isn't all that surprising, given the AI industry's well-established strategy to ask for forgiveness, not for permission. Now, what is very obvious to me, but maybe not to Business Insider, is this. On Friday, the entertainment company sent ByteDance, the Chinese company that owns Seedance and TikTok, a cease and desist letter. A source familiar with the matter confirmed for Business Insider. It's a Chinese company. And Chinese companies are not going to be interested in working on these copyright deals or IPs, and that's why Hollywood is screwed, including Disney. I'm sorry to let them know. Because as long as they fight this, China is going to just blister them by using their brands and caring not one whit about them. Now, the lucky thing for Disney is this time, ByteDance also owns TikTok, and ByteDance and TikTok need to work out a deal with the U.S. And that means that at this one time, they got an acquiesce out of a Chinese company. This is just breaking out of The Guardian. It says TikTok creator ByteDance vows to curb AI video tool after Disney threat. Videos created by the new Seedance 2.0 generator go viral, including one of Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt fighting. Folks, we don't have to read the article. You just know it. Disney sent a cease and desist, and ByteDance has agreed to try to stop the Disney characters from appearing and all this stuff. But the bottom line is this. A Chinese company that's not working on a big deal with America is going to do the same thing soon, and they're not going to say, oh, I'm sorry, Disney, because the copyrights just don't work the same. The laws are different. And that means as long as that exists, people are going to be making videos featuring all kinds of characters from all over the world, and Hollywood's going to have to get their rear in gear to figure out what to do with this, because culture, it now appears by the end of the year easily, maybe by the halfway point, maybe by June, July, people are going to be making Hollywood-level stuff. And you're going to have full scenes by the end of the year, maybe full movies that just amazing and incredible. Disney preparing for legal war, but it's a war I don't think they can win as soon as a Chinese company that doesn't give a hoot makes something using Mickey Mouse, Donald, Marvel, Star Wars, or something, that gives Disney the boot. So culture, what do you think about this? Can they win this war? What's the strategy going forward for AI?
Well, the problem is that they want to use AI to make things. That's clearly like the next operational goal going forward. It's been revealed because of these clips specifically, just how just the level of quality that it's like you and I can get out of something like that. It was a 2-line prompt that gave us the fight between Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. And immediately the minute that Disney characters were used, they filed suit. But everybody's going to send them a cease and desist. Chinese companies don't listen to any of that. And there's really likely no way to save face if they're able to get these kinds of results. Disney can certainly make all the claims they want, and TikTok related or not, I fully expect that the future is going to be, things like watching Wolverine and Superman fight it out, which was interesting the other day. But the more of these clips that make it out into the wild, the more people are going to start demanding higher quality in their films. And it's not just the visuals here, and it's not just the audio, it's not just the soundtrack that's generated, the fight sounds, the fact the punches seem to land, and all those things. It doesn't really seem those things don't really seem to matter all that much. It's the fact that, anybody is going to be able to tell a story here, and they can try to limit it as much as they want. But with the various things like VPNs and stuff like that, there are a lot of countries that just don't, abide by our copyright laws. So I think this doesn't do anything but reveal just how Hollywood has been for the last decade, and, how easily replaced they can be, with just successive scenes of quality prompts that tie into each other, because that's how films are shot. I mean, an editor of any, with any quality understanding of, the story direction and a shot list can probably build out a set of clips that would satisfy anybody. And that doesn't matter if it's a animation or live film. But my thoughts are Disney is not going to be successful, and stop. This is like trying to hold back the ocean with your hands. The water passes through your fingers.
Yeah. And the other thing about this is, as we look here at Luke Skywalker with Han Solo, people are going to be able to make whatever they want rapidly. And this is coming. This is here. And the ability to make full movies is just at the cusp of our fingers. Don't know how much it's going to cost, but if a movie costs millions and millions to make, and an individual can make it for 10 or 15,000, it just makes sense to me that Disney's going to have to say, hey, the Hollywood system is done. We're closing down the studios. We're going to democratize this. You all make what you want, and then we're going to take the royalties off of the stuff you make. So if you make a really a Star Wars movie that people love, we're going to take 10, 15% of that, 50% of that. I don't know what the total is, but MJ, all the values in the brands now, it's all about, Disney owns Mickey Mouse. They own all, they Star Wars, Marvel. Disney's in a great spot. They just have to not ruin this.
Yeah, I agree. You couldn't have said it better. Culture said it too. It's going to go right through their fingers. The way things are moving with AI it even shocks me. Some of the stuff on X, I'm like, wait a minute, is that AI or is this real? I could have sworn I saw it either yesterday or this morning. Captain America and Batman were like in a battle. I was like, what? Who's making this? Is this okay? Is this legal? It's just absolutely appalling. But yeah, I mean, this is going to happen. And just like you said, they're going to have to find a way to make a percentage off of it. It's kind of scary, but anything is possible with all this technology and the AI just flying through. I mean, pretty soon you're not even, the traditional secretary where she has to type letters. You don't even need that anymore. You just have AI type a letter. It's absolutely insane.
Well, so I'll give you an example of some of this stuff, and this is rather minor, I would say, but I've got to do a task today that involves a lot of math, and I'm just going to take a picture of some of the math that has to be done, and I'm just going to give it to AI and say, math it for me, and then I'm going to get another AI to check the work, and then I'm going to have another AI check the work, but doing that triple check on it, that redundancy, is 10 to 15 times faster than if I pay somebody or if I do it myself, the math. Exactly. So AI is rapidly changing everything. Ron, it's funny to me. It was just a few months ago that we were saying this is going to happen, and people were telling me, no, it's not going to happen. Never going to happen. Not going to happen. You guys are crazy. It's not. It can't do that. It's doing it, and it's going to get better and more impressive. And soon it's going to be in 4K, 8K, 60 frames per second. We've got Captain America fighting Batman. Yeah, I hear you, folks. I know some of, where's Simu Liu telling me that this is not up to par with Hollywood? I get it. It will be in about 6 months. And the whole world's about to change. But Ron, in entertainment, there's a chance for the companies to do this well, and there's a chance for them. I mean, this really is like the car versus the horse and buggy situation, right?
Yeah.
They're either going to make this jump or they're not.
You've got a whole new system to navigate. It's going to be really, really interesting to see where this goes because of how much can be done. Of course, people are using these characters that we all know right now, but think of the new things that people can create and outdo Hollywood with when it comes to new characters. Think of the Ripaverse and Rip Comics and the things that they'll be able to create, and we'll be able to see movies coming out, or maybe starting with some digital shorts that'll come out from those characters. And that's really the direction that I want to see with AI. I want to see people starting to outdo Hollywood, not with Hollywood's creations, but with their own new creations. Although,
yes,
the Zootopia 3 created by ByteDance, where the bugs and the Zootopia creatures all celebrate over the big dung ball. That's going to be fun, all created by AI. But
Ron, isn't it funny though, Ron, that it was like 6 months ago we were telling people this was going to happen, and the vast majority said no, it's not. It's not going to happen, and here it is. And I guess a year ago, if I had said Toy Story 5 will be the last Disney animated movie that comes out, that you can't just make a movie like that, it'll be the last one. I think now we're at the point where people are not laughing about that anymore. I think we're at the point where they're like, you know what, Pro? Think you might be right. If somebody wants to spend the time and the effort, the energy, they can make a full-blown Pixar movie next year. And that's a different world.
But also, thinking about the movies that I've done, the independent films that I've done that have, we're in real sets, real locations all the time. And this is what's interesting. Even in the real sets that we used, there was some digital changes to make certain things appear, like signs and stuff that weren't there. And now independent filmmakers are going to be able to film a whole lot, and they go, okay, now I want a really cool shot of this city just in the background, the changeover, it's really, really interesting. Like, and again, I've seen the phrase, I don't know how many times in the last week, Hollywood is cooked. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And Hollywood is no longer needed. And those people, those celebrities, those filmmakers, yes, we still need filmmakers. We still need actors. We don't need the Hollywood system, though. And that's
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Ron,
Yes.
going at the bridge like that.
Wasn't it just January of last year we lost the Walt Disney Company lost the rights to Steamboat Willie, right? I mean, anyone think, yeah. So after having it for 100 years, so things are going to expire. And how long has DC Comics and Marvel and all that stuff? How long is that? How old is that? Do you guys know?
Well, all these will start rolling out. I think Superman just hit it. But
yeah, DC is going to be the next one. You're going to slowly see the trilogy from DC fall into that category. You're going to slowly see some of these Marvel characters. I mean, the biggest loss for Disney / Sony will be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, there's other characters they can use now. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe it's not the Phantom, but it's something from that era. The noir era of early comics that from early pulp that's going to fall into public domain. No, you're 100% right. But see, here's the thing, and this is where I'm with Ron and others. I like the idea of Garden Man, becoming the new superhero.
Yeah, totally.
I know why you like that, because you are Guarded Man. But anyway, the trick they're going to use, MJ, to answer that question is Disney is going to say that Steamboat Willie is not Mickey Mouse. They're going to say that there are new versions of Mickey Mouse, and they own all those new versions. Every time there's a new iteration, that's a new Mickey, and that's a new copyright 100-year rollover. And other companies can do the same thing. They'll say you can have the Superman from the very first comic as he appeared there and how that world is, but you can't have the Superman from a year after that. And it gets really complicated, convoluted, but that's the system they're going to go with. Now, folks, if you're asking, guys, why didn't you play the video so we can see what the heck you're talking about? Why did we get still shots of Thor stepping in to save Captain America from Batman? Because this is the wild, wild west on YouTube right now. YouTube doesn't even know what to do with these things. We don't know what to do with these things. There are channels being taken down for playing these things, and we'll be very careful not to play these things. I wish we could. I think that under fair use and not even fair use, these can't be copyrighted. But I think under just the fact we need to show you, we should be playing them. But we also don't want our channels to be taken down and deleted automatically, and that's not a good time. So just know you can go find all of this. Disney's in a race, in a war to try to stop it. So is Hollywood. But they better get this all figured out real fast, because this is an avalanche and it's coming for them.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.